Hey y'all, this is just a quick video intro that is going to go over the next 3 videos. Reason why I'm doing this is because you've seen the outside demo video, you've seen the video of why I end my videos with Carpe Diem Seize the Day. The next videos that were in line was the inside demo videos, and that was also kind of the last that was happening. And not only was it the last, but it was some of the more emotional, aside from my actual leaving video. It was some of the more emotional. Now, I went through and I put all the footage together that I wanted to share. I put that together in one long video just to see what I had. It was an hour. I'm not gonna have you sit and watch stuff for an hour, so I decided that I would go ahead and divide it up into 3 videos. That way it's easier to watch. I already went through and, edited so much that I didn't want to edit it anymore. This is the end of a very big, very important, very emotional journey, and I didn't want to try to edit that down to, such a small window. The things that I say, the things that I'm experiencing, it's important to share. It's important to me to share. So I'll put this at the beginning of all 3, but the next 3 videos, all inside demo. Thanks for watching, guys. Check out that old wiring. That was where the stove was, and Chris got off this part. I thought that was cool. We are down to the bare bones. And not gonna lie, I've been fighting tears all morning. I'm just an emotional wreck is what I am. And now I'm sitting here on the floor with the microwave with my food, because sometimes that's just what you do. Because that was covered with the boards. So then that was more the original color, and then over time it kind of made it almost like terracotta looking. Yeah. Oh, y'all, last couple days I've had something going on that I haven't gone into detail with in any of my videos. I've mentioned that our land is split, I believe, and that's a whole separate story that I'm not even going to get into. Suffice it to say, it's a serious situation and has caused a tremendous amount of stress in my family's life. But right now we're just focusing on the house, and the last couple days there's been a lot of tears because it's the saying goodbye. And it needs to be, and maybe this sounds, crazy or whatever, doesn't matter. But I need to say goodbye. I need to say certain things to have the closure, to be able to walk away. Right now I'm sitting in, what was my mom's room. And I was just kind of walking around and just saying thank you. I mean, just saying thank you to the house, for taking care of my grandparents. My grandparents built it, but you know what I mean. Taking care of my grandparents and taking care of my mom, and then Dad after they got married, and my brother and me and nephew and niece, just all of us. And then I'm, kind of talking out loud like I do. And I was like, I'm so stupid grateful that we still have it, because I've heard stories from other family members and whatever that maybe they had their kind of childhood home or whatever, a grandparent's home, something, but times got tough and they lost it, had to move, had to downsize, that kind of thing. And I'm just so stupid grateful that we never lost it, that we have had it almost 100 years. Just stupid grateful for that, and the fact that I still had so much here to take. The parents could have sold it back in 2008. Markets were really good then, and they actually got a really good offer that they were going to take. And then if you remember, everything went sour. And so whoever was going to buy it, everything got canceled. And, I was just thinking, if things had been different, if that had actually worked, would I have been able to have gotten the stuff that I did? Would I have been in the same frame of mind, as far as keeping everything? And, these are questions that there's no answer to that. I mean, we never know. You never know how you would have done something different or not, and what headspace you would be in, what you would think of. We don't know that. There's no answer to that. But I do still think about it. And so I was just kind of walking around and, hoping that, the land will provide. It'll provide homes, and there'll be other families, and hopefully they'll get to, and if there's deer still around, because we've always had deer here, and hopefully they'll get to see them like I always have. And hopefully the families will be making special memories in their little townhome or apartment or whatever it is. And I just try so hard to focus on that, and to focus on what I do have. And I was kind of hugging the wall. I'm not embarrassed to say that. I mean, I'm just it's obvious that I'm just gonna miss it so much. But trying to think logically, even in the middle of, being upset, I can't keep all this here as a memorial, to my family. I mean, we can't do that. It's not fair to us. It's not fair to it's just not fair to anything to have it sit here just so I can visit it periodically, or, come stay here. Like, that's just not, I know that I can't do that. I know that I can't do that. And I was trying to tell myself a few minutes ago that I'm taking with me
more than I'm losing. I'm taking with me so much more than I'm leaving behind. And not just things, I mean, obviously, memories and stories and feelings, and that counts too. You know, obviously it's not just the stuff, but it's everything else, and the fact that we had it all, and that I could spend, you know, it's funny, when I was little, younger, I hated coming up here for the summer. Maybe I've said that in another video, I don't know, but I mean, I was a kid. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to, you know, stay with my friends and do stuff, and I never had a summer with my friends. Not one. And I'm so glad I was always up here during the summer. I'm so glad we were up here at Christmas, because I would have had even less time here, less time with my grandmother. And those memories and those times and those feelings, they count. They really count. So between that and all the stuff and the furniture and all that, I just really am trying to, you know, I'm taking more than I'm leaving. I am probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. I'm within a week of leaving. And I think too, that's why I'm walking around and getting more emotional and all this, because, you know, I know what's coming. I know the day is coming that I've got to drive away from here and never see it again. And I'm not trying to rush that. I mean, I need to get home. Oh my gosh, I need to get home. I need to get home. But at the same time, this is so huge. And I don't want to hurry up and rush it. Does that make sense? I know it makes sense. You know what I mean? Because I've got to live with this for the rest of my life. How I handle this, how I walk away, how I say goodbye, all that, it has to be a certain way so that I can move on, and so that I can grieve and go on without feeling like I should have done, I wish I'd done whatever. I don't live like that. We go back to the way I end videos with Carpe Diem seize the day. It's not a saying. You heard me say in the other video, probably by now, that it's a way of living. It's how you make your choices. And so right now, I am making the best choices that I can with the emotions and everything that I've got going on, to make sure that I say goodbye in such a way that I can live with.
This concludes our demo video. Thank you, Chris and Becca, so much for coming out, for humoring me with all of the weird little bits and pieces and things that I wanted. Y'all did such a good job. You're the best people to work with. You understood why I wanted the pieces. You were as careful as you could be. Oh my gosh, you're wonderful. So just thank you so much. I hope everyone kind of enjoyed seeing all the hard work that Chris especially, oh my goodness, put himself at peril to get some of these things. But like I said, they were just fantastic. And now I've got so many more treasures in my storage unit. And I've got the last little bit of my treasures that they got in here. And we're getting ready to go to the storage unit. And this will probably be like my last main run, except for, you know, just a couple little things that I need to store over there before I go. As always, time is precious. Carpe diem, seize the day. See you next time.